I'm John Hinkle, the senior pastor of First Presbyterian Church, and this is your Saturday morning review of our Sunday sermon. And I know what you're thinking. Did John forget to do the Saturday review of the Sunday sermon? You betcha I did. This has been a crazy morning already. As many of you know, today we will celebrate the life and faith of Helen Emery, and matter of fact, that's where I'm going to, Woodfin's funeral home at this very moment. And one of the things that, in reflection of Sunday's sermon and kind of looking at Helen's life, you know, one of the things that we're called to do is be able to tell our story of faith. And I'm so privileged as the minister of this church to do just that. When we recognize the passing of someone we cared about. Helen was a friend of mine, and she always kept me on my toes, and she was always quick with a poem. So this day is not an easy day, especially for Glenn and the girls, but it's also a day when we give thanks that we knew Helen, and that she now knows what we can only believe and confess. Through Jesus Christ, there's life and life eternal. Yet we tell our story of faith, not just at a funeral, but as you will see in Sunday's sermon, we personally are called to tell our story of faith to anyone and everyone who will listen. And we do this in two ways. We do this with our words. I think that's why as children we learn Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. But we also do this with our actions. And that old campfire song goes, they'll know we are Christians by our love, by our love, by our love. So that's kind of what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to talk about our story of faith. And how do we tell our story? Not just how does John tell our story, or how does our spouse tell our story, or how do our children tell our story, or how do our parents tell our story. The question we're going to wrestle with is how do we tell our story? And our text is going to be Philip and his interaction with the Ethiopian eunuch. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Again, we're using board games as kind of our backdrop. I'm not going to, if you're smart enough, you've already figured out what the board game we're talking about tomorrow, but I'm not going to ruin it for you through this. But I'm excited. And we're going to do something really different and crazy tomorrow in the sermon itself. I think the kids will think it was fun and crazy. So I look forward to being with you tomorrow, and I hope you have a great day.